the Rawsome Vegan Gal here, and I've got a great t-shirt on that says Eat Organic. And we are going to be actually doing that today with some great products from my friends at Living Tree Community. So we're going to be sampling our organic live almond butter and our organic and alive sesame tahini, as well as our organic raw sesame tahini. And we actually are going to do a little cross promotion here, but this video is mainly for Living Tree Community, my review of their products. But we're going to be actually using our wonderful eco-tensils, which are made from recyclable, they're recyclable and biodegradable, and really cool, made from, I guess, kind of a paper. So we're going to take out our little eco-tensils, and we're going to sample them first, and then I'm going to actually talk to you about other ways you can use these products besides just eating them out of the jar. And I'm actually going to grab something from my fridge that I forgot to get out. How I like to sample my nut butters too. So the first one we're going to try is our organic alive almond butter, if you can see that there. Beautiful packaging. So just to tell you that these almonds are from family farmers in California and in the fertile valley of the Central Valley, and they do not grind their almonds, they actually slice them, and they make them in small batches, and it does taste amazing. So this is really awesome. So let's first sample this and let's see how it tastes. If you could see that in there, it's got a beautiful brown color. So we're going to sample with our little eco-tencil. Take a little sample and see how it tastes. That is yummy. You see how beautiful that is? Look at the color on that. You can see that. It's got a really sweet, creamy texture that I just love. I could eat it right out of the jar. And really good. And let's see. We're going to then proceed to our next nut butter that we're going to try, or seed butter actually, is our sesame tahini. And I should tell you that almonds are actually, let's see, they're pretty high in calcium and iron as well, in like 2 tablespoons, 8% calcium and 6% iron. So the next thing we're going to sample is our organic and alive sesame tahini. So these tahini is a traditional name for sesame seed, and it can be used in many ways. It says as a sandwich spread, mixed with garlic, onion, or cayenne. Make halava out of it, mixing it with honey, but I would use a different sweetener. So this is just a white color, and you can see that over there. It's got a white color to it. And this is not as sweet to me as the almond butter. The almonds just seem to be really sweet. And I should tell you again that they do not grind it, they slice it. However that works. I would love to see how that happens actually in real time, because I'm not really familiar with what that really means. Now, sesame seeds are also high in, I believe they're pretty high in calcium. Yes, 14% calcium in 2 tablespoons and 10% iron. So yes, sesame seeds are really good if you're lacking in calcium, and there are different ways we could make things with them, and I will talk about that in just a minute as I get out my other eco-tencil. And the final product we're going to try from Living Tree Community is our black sesame tahini. Now, if you've never had black sesame seeds, they're effective in mitigating premature gray hair, an excellent source of calcium for those avoiding cow's milk, and in traditional Chinese medicine, it nourishes and fortifies the liver and kidney yin. Said to help blurred vision, tinnitus, and dizziness. Used traditionally to help patients recover from severe illness. This is all on the container. And will nourish blood deficiencies in the body and lubricate the intestines and help move the bowels. So that sounds like a really good product. And tahini is also high. This black sesame tahini is also high in calcium, 12%. So we're going to try this. And the color is really beautiful. Look at that color. Almost you'd say like, what's that, caviar? Like you can make caviar with this. We put in some other ingredients. So we're going to try a little bit of this. See that beautiful black color? This has a nice bit of a creamy flavor. A little bit drier, but they do actually add a little bit of black sesame oil as an emulsifier. So, so that's really cool. So what I also like to do with these tahinis is take my carrot and dip it in to the tahini. And since these are my jars, if I double dip, that's my business, right? So just have like a little snack, and it's really good balance. I like the balance of the carrot and the nut butter. So you can do that with all of them. And why don't we just do that? And then if you want to use it as a spread, you can add other ingredients, whether you want to make a sweet spread. And I can show you some other ingredients to use. And since I'm already eating this carrot, I'm going to finish it. I'll have one more little dunk. So, if you want to make a savory spread, I would add a little bit of water to the tahini or the almond butter. And you could put in, whether you want to make it Mexican or Italian, you know, put in Italian seasoning, put in basil, put in different herbs. You can do something like that. Excuse me as I'm chewing. And also you could use other, you know, vegetables cut up into it, like chopped up pieces of different herbs. Like I said, you could use basil, cilantro, parsley. Dill is nice. You can make what I call a mock kind of mayonnaise with tahini. And what I use in that is I would use the tahini with, instead of water, I would use lemon or lime juice. I actually like lemon, and if you want it sweeter, you could use orange. And then add dill, and if you like to use a little miso, you can use a little miso in it as well. And then some other fresh herbs that you like, and then it's amazing. It has such a good flavor, and you use it as an alternative to mayonnaise. And then another fun thing you can do with them is make them into kind of like, instead of like halavai, into truffles, where you roll them up into balls, and you add something like, I have this coconut flour from Let's Do Organic, and you can add that to make it, to bind, help bind it. And then if you want to give it different flavorings, I also have things like Maca Powder. This is from Foods Alive. And I also have Carob Powder from Foods Alive, which I'll show you. And I will also have links to all these products and all the different companies. And some of these companies I also have video reviews of their products as well. Foods Alive I do have. So you can add Carob Powder, so you can make really nice truffles by using some of the nut butters for the fat, and then adding things like maca, Carob Powder, if you like using cacao powder. I also have, for sweetener, if you want to make a sweet treat or a sweet sauce, I also have the coconut crystals from Foods Alive. And the other thing that I'm going to actually do a review on that I haven't done as yet is from this company that makes something called date syrup. All organic, just made straight from dates, and it tastes amazing. So I'm going to be doing a review of that product as well, so check that out soon. So if you want to do that, you can add date syrup or coconut sugar or coconut crystals. And you can even make a sweet sauce if you're putting on fruit, like you want to make a fruit sauce or fruit spread to put on things. That would be another fun thing to do. And you know, you make a dressing, other types of dressings, depends on what you like. You know, if you want to make something sweet, even putting berries in. I mean, you could have a lot of fun with these products and make some really interesting things. A dip, sauce, dressing, desserts. I mean, you can add them to desserts too, instead of using other types of fatty things that I wouldn't use being a vegan. That would be better for you. You can make the traditional halavai. Instead of honey, you can use the date syrup. That would be really fun. Or you could do, and you can do a combination. Like, what would be really cool to do is you take some of the white, like the blonde tahini, and some of the black tahini, and mix it up, make a dessert where you swirl it together in like a spiral shape, and then put it on top of fruit and make it really cool. So you could do fun things like that. And I know I didn't have a chance to actually show you how to prepare any of this, but you know, I'm giving you a lot of ideas that you can work with. These are some of Living Tree Community Foods' best products, and they sell a lot of other products on their website. They sell other types of nut butters, from anything you can think of, from macadamia to walnut to pecan. I believe they have hemp They might have hemp butter. They sell all different other kinds of products, dried food products, grain products, all, real high quality and the best that I've found on the market if you really want good stuff. And especially if you want like live, when it says organic, alive almond butters, because they don't do anything to the almonds. Like a lot of the companies, they say they have to be irradiated and they change the makeup of the almonds, and they don't do that. And they do it in a slow process. Oh, and the other thing they also sell are different kinds of oils. They sell, I believe, olive oil, of course, black sesame oil, because that's what they use in the black sesame tahini, and other types of oils, different kinds of exotic type oils. I believe they have macadamia. And I will have a link to their website too, so you can find out more about all their products, and definitely you can contact them and get more information. And a lot of their products are sold in various different health food stores, and you can check them out. And if you have any questions, they can answer them for you. And they do give a lot of really good information on the site about their products and the benefits, and even some recipes and things how to use them. And if you sign up for their newsletter, then you'll get more information and more recipes and more ideas with what to do for these great products. And to me, they're yummy. I'm glad I got a chance to sample them for you live, so you can actually find out for me what they taste like. But I think my favorite, it's always been my favorite, is the almond butter. Just that almonds, when you make them into a butter, they just have this great sweet flavor that I could just keep eating it. As opposed to the tahini, which is the sesame seeds. It tastes okay by itself, but I would prefer to like put something on it, whether spread like on a piece of celery, or like I said, dunk my carrot in it. I happen to like carrots with it. Also cabbage. I seem to love also spreading it on cabbage. That's something I really like to do too. Like if you're looking for a healthy snack and you want a little bit of fat, it's better to get it from a good source, from a whole food source. And I hope you enjoyed this video and checking out our great products from Living Tree Community, our almond butter, our black sesame tahini, and our white sesame tahini. So this is the Rawsome Vegan Gal. Thanks for watching.